People are so addicted to social media that they don't even notice. For most people, it's the first thing that they see in the morning, and it's also the last thing that they see at night. And there's an immense mental barrier between them and productivity due to their endless trance of scrolling. And their brains love it so much, and so dopamine is released, and the inevitable law of repeated action fuels their desire for laziness. It's become so normal that they don't even question it. In fact, no one questions it. But think about it from an objective viewpoint. The majority of the Western world spends hours on hours a day doing nothing but staring at a screen. They're just idle. They spend most of their time watching other people's lives, and they forget to live their own. But still, 99% of people I see use social media, so it can't be that bad, right? I'm going to do a quick overview on what's so bad about social media. Number 1, it decreases your ability to think critically. The frequent use of social media tends to interfere with daily interactions, forcing the user to try and split attention between two or more things. This split attention leads to less effective concentration on each given thing, perhaps impacting critical thinking skills negatively. You'd probably notice this. After spending ages on your phone just scrolling, and you try to do work, it seems like there's a mental blur there, and you can't actually focus as much as you like to do. Next, there's less of an incentive to make meaningful progress. There's no secret that social media is highly stimulating. Our brains love the dopamine reward that we feel when we scroll through social media. But the thing is, having this much stimulated reward for doing nothing only reinforces the action of doing nothing. Because what's the point in working so hard to feel happy when you can just feel happy right now by scrolling through your phone? Last but not least, you literally become a sheep. Just think about this for a second. If we all form our arguments based on what we see online, and we all see the same thing online, then surely all of our opinions will be basically the same depending on our reliance on social media. That's why you'll probably notice a group of people who use social media a lot, and they all seem to have the same viewpoints, but they don't know where the information's come from. It's because these social media apps play on our consciousness, and they make us think and believe things that we don't actually believe. And we don't even notice that. And still, people keep on using these platforms, even though they know these problems, because they're too far in, too reliant, and most of all, too complacent. They settle for mediocrity. But there's hope. There's an uprising. More and more young men and women are realizing the inescapable downfall that social media brings, and they resist. They challenge what's seen as normal, and like I said, look at it from an outward perspective. As soon as you realize the disadvantages, it doesn't take long for a desire to escape the trap of social media to form. But this desire is often suppressed by habit. As many of you can probably relate, quitting social media is not as easy as it looks. Not only are the urges intense and controlling, but you feel an obligation to check for notifications, just in case you may have, missed some important information, which is rarely the case. So that's why I just deleted social media. Deleting it is the best way out, because there's no way back. So I've deleted social media, and I plan to keep it deleted for at least 30 days. And I'm going to make another video on what I've found within these 30 days. So if you want to see that video, then stick around and subscribe. And in 30 days exactly, expect a video which goes through exactly what I found from doing this. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video and learned something new. And if you have learned something new, then please feel free to subscribe. If you need any help with anything along the lines of self-improvement, then my Discord server is in the description. Feel free to join and ask me any questions, and I'll always be there to answer your questions. Thank you for watching.